Was board certified in 1993. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the founder and director of the Tapiac OBGYN Medical Clinic, Dr. John Bruchalski.
It's wonderful to be here with you all today. As an OBGYN, abortion hurts women, period. Abortion also hurts the providers who provide that service. People like me and many people like you in the medical industry. Today in this city that's known for its innovation and scientific advancement and technology, I've listened to my patients, my women, my patients since 1987. They continue to tell me with their words, their eyes, and their stories and their body language. First, women deserve better than abortion. We were all lied to. Second, there is a healthier, empowering, and more cooperative way to care for the female patient by listening to her story and the language of her body. And thirdly, that in this sanctuary city, also known for bridge building, we are all stating loudly in this walk for life that we want to encourage our neighbors to consider the womb as a sanctuary for the innocent unborn members of our community family. However, in order to do this, we have to work on relationships and rebuild the bridges within our families, our friends, our circle of influence. Transforming one heart at a time, but beginning with our heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I want all the young people here, especially the Students for Life and all the different college students, as a doctor who now believes that abortion hurts women, we need you. We need you to enter and return medicine back to the pro-life movement. That is a practical way that you can make a difference. But once again, I just can't thank you for bringing me here. This is so encouraging and inspiring in a very practical way. I stand on the shoulders of Beatrice, of Joe Scheidler, of Bernard Nathanson, and 40 Days for Life. What I'm here to talk about today in the next 5 minutes is how my conversion happened. My change of heart on this issue happened because of people like you praying for people like me. Intercessory prayer works. When you add that prayer to the evidence in the scientific literature, when you add that scientific literature to the stories of women being hurt by abortion, and doctors and PAs and nurse practitioners and healthcare providers being hurt by this procedure, change happens, transformation occurs. And so for all of you people in the audience who have suffered an abortion yourself or in your family, I am sorry. It's not easy. So my story, during residency, I believed that by performing abortions, I would bring health, freedom, liberation, and empowerment to my patients. That's what I was told over and over and over again. So I performed abortions for the first few years of my residency on demand, and especially when a sick child was involved. It was a lie. My patients became angrier and angrier with more shame and anxiety. Women were often damaged psychologically and physically, and nothing was being spoken about. It was being glossed over. During residency, I was taught that children were sexually transmitted diseases. Over time, I felt my heart growing harder and darker and sicker. Just alongside the hearts of my wonderful women patients who were seeking health, wholeness, and healing. Death, destruction, and delusion entered me and my patients in the profession of OBGYN. So this is the reason why most doctors who are in our communities can't provide abortions or casually recommend them. My ideology of choice came face to face with the brutal, gruesome reality of destructive abortion. My arm and my heart palpably felt the self-defense of the fetus, the child in the womb. My only response to the women as a doctor was, hey, if you have an unwelcomed pregnancy, just have an abortion. And over time, that wasn't just enough. So my purpose in being here today is to remind myself that we must return medicine back into the pro-life movement and smash the illusion that abortion is good for women's health. And all of us medical people are doing our part. The opposite side has dominated the narrative and spin, and rather than focusing on them, I want to focus on us. Just like it was said, remember, if we are more loving and bold and compassionate, if we cannot get caught up in the sound bites, but in real conversation and encounter, women get healthier, families get stronger, and our communities become healthier. The renewal begins with each one of us because medicine is ultimately an act of mercy, and health is predicated on unconditional relationships. And we hate the disease, but we love the patient. Abortion does not help you pass in your past abuse and the feeling of being used. It doesn't help. Abortion does not clear the reality that you are or were pregnant. Abortion does not erase that due date. Abortion does not set you up for peace and sweet dreams, but anger, confusion, and night terrors. And yet there's a way out. There is really a solution. Because once again, we're fighting that abortion is considered good medicine. Ultimately, women need better than abortion, and we're beginning to figure that out in our medical practice. We've been practicing OBGYN for over 24 years. Healthcare providers over time, caregivers in general, have become silent on the issue of abortion. And I'm here to say we must be silent no more, to borrow a phrase. We must move from the ideology to the practical. We must be able to provide health care in our communities in a way that makes abortion unthinkable. We must collaborate with pregnancy centers and listen to patients. We must have those conversations of conversion. So what is our response? At our center, Tepeyac OBGYN, we try to provide with 5 providers, including a midwife, excellent, compassionate, comprehensive medicine that empowers women to care for their health. From bioidentical hormones to detailed surgical procedures attacking structural diseases in the woman. All of this is based on excellence in healthcare and listening. We partner with many churches and social service agencies, pregnancy centers, and even abortion clinics and emergency rooms to provide integrated quality care. For the last 18 years, Divine Mercy Care has helped us do that financially. We're trying to inspire the next generation as well as help unify the medical portion. We're working with many organizations. Just recently, we launched pro-women's healthcare centers. We want to partner with providers across the country for compassionate, comprehensive, convenient, high-quality medical services. We want healthcare providers, MDs, nurse practitioners, and PAs to know that practicing this way of excellence in the freedom of conscience can be done. We are setting standards to do that. Please pray for us. For all of you in the audience who are pro-life people, we're going on the walk. We want you to come up and talk with us. and bring your story and bring your desires so we can help pray, we can help lend our experience and all the mistakes we've made. So finally, in conclusion, I want to walk with you. Please find me today and find us on this march. This is a real golden opportunity. Let's walk together so we can go home and accompany those put in our paths and lives to a greater sense of health and wholeness and healing. Let's all become instruments of mercy in medicine. Today, let us remember that relationships that are unconditionally in love, founded in love, like Dr. Nathanson talked about, is where health and happiness reside. Talk to me today on the route. There is a medical solution to the horrific problem. Share stories. Let's leave from this special city with hearts softened, and also be very grateful that you're here today. It's a grace. People have prayed for you to be here. Once again, in the end, it's really about what we did to the least of our brothers and sisters in the human family. Once again, God bless you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for helping me be here. This is our time, the moment of the time of triumph for health and healing. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.